Hi, I'm Almark. I've been making music since 1998, and the kind of music I make is electronic, avant-garde, abstract type music. When I started using the internet officially in 2010, I have been releasing my music on places like Twitter and other social media. In the old days, it was Facebook and Twitter, and in those days, you could find a lot of people, and you may well be well aware that the times we're living in right now, you really can't find your following. And for years, I've tried to find a following on the internet. And the following used to be where you could put your music out there and find like-minded people who were interested in what you were doing. But as time moved on, it became more difficult. Social media was supposed to be a place to gather people and create camaraderie with one another. And it's not your fault if you're not able to find anybody, because they won't allow us to move forward and get past our little cubicles, our little soundproof cubicles. Kind of like they keep you from finding like-minded people around you. And first it was Twitter who clamped down on this. And then it was Facebook. And then it went down from there. I think most of what has happened over the years is that I've wasted a lot of time posting my music on social media. Even I attempted Instagram for a while, and that also didn't work out very well. It's not you. It's them. They will not let us find our target audience. If you have been around long enough on the internet, even back in the 1990s, I remember when the internet was a much different place. And once I finally got on, officially, I met a lot of people. About 2012, and we all met through, Twitter, and then Facebook. And because of this, I formed my my movement, We Are the New Underground. And We Are the New Underground was was kind of like one of the first, not the first, but it was a movement to help the experimental artist. And if I had tried to create We Are the New Underground or Wet New today, it wouldn't get near the traction that it once did. And you can pretty much blame that on these algorithms that we're dealing with daily. A lot of people might say, well, you're not posting your music enough. You're not putting yourself out there enough. Many of us put ourselves out there enough. We fight this system that keeps pushing us down over and over again. It doesn't matter what kind of music you're making. There's somebody out there that wants to hear you. And that's what Wet New did. It brought the experimental artist in. It was the only way to get music heard. It was the only way to get the music I create, because my music is very centered in its own realm. It's not hard to find people if you find a group, but they have kept us segregated. They put us in little places and little applications. TikTok, Instagram. They don't want us to be one, because if they put us together, we win. And I think that a lot of us as musicians are starting to break out of that mold. I just, as a person who has an imaginative, thinking, I have to make music. It's the emotional outpouring that must happen in my life. We are at a time now where even AI is going to take over the music scene. And it's thankful that there are places like Subvert.fm that are, going to give us back what we want, an actual marketplace. But this is really more about the music itself. I was angry and irritated because I've been lied to for so long, thinking that if I post my music on social media, someone's going to find it. That would have been that way about 10 years ago. But the algorithms are so catering to certain types of, as they say, content, is that we don't have a chance anymore. So what we need to do is band together as musicians, fight this. Personally, I've given up on social media. I've walked away from it. It is only a place of talking and maybe, if you're lucky, finding connections. A lot of people these days act very fake. The society we live in does not give us the ability to be who we really are. And when you come forward being original and even apathetic, you're not really looked at as being that spectacular. What does the internet what does it consist of these days? Negativity, cats, politics. There's a lot of musicians that aren't being heard these days. A lot of people are out there waiting to find somebody to listen to their music. If the 1990s and the early 2000s could warrant people finding their own target audience, in the mid 2000, about 2010, they had MySpace, which was actually helping people find people. Now we don't have that. We don't have a marketplace to speak of, and Bandcamp was sold. And they cater to people that are not, they're known artists or semi-known. But for the person who is unknown, where is their audience? You don't have an audience. People who play in venues find audiences, but online you're without your audience. So it's not your fault if you keep posting your music daily. And there are people out there who will say, well, you're not posting enough, you're not doing enough marketing. The marketing is not the problem. It's the system. This system is unfair and it's biased toward the musician, especially if you're electronic and experimental. If you don't sit in a realm that caters to other people's likes, you're going to be left in the dark. And if I had known this back in 2010, I wouldn't have released my music to the internet at all. As it is, though, I'm going to continue making music in the dark because I love music and that's who I am. The internet will tear you apart and make you think that you're worthless because no one listens to your music. No matter how much passion and, effort you put into it, it just never gets traction. So remember that. It's your music, it's who you are, and the system, well, let it be damned. I think I'll make more videos on this in the future, but I think YouTube is going to help some of this. This frustration over the years as I continue to walk away from social media like some bad relationship. We've been lied to by these companies. We've been lied to by Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, all of these major players. They put this thought into your head that you can be somebody, that you can find a following, and yet you never do. We waste our lives away under the toil of some hope that someday someone's going to find us. Instead, there are other ways. And I think in the future we're going to see that. More people are going to stand up, such as Subvert.fm, as I said. They're going to create a marketplace for the musician. One that we finally will have. And, also Nina Protocol. They're kind of doing something for people. So that's where I'm at right now as I continue to make music. It will not be posted to social media. Social media can go to the dogs for all I care. I'll just continue doing things on my record label, Wet New Records. It takes in artists every year. People are served and helped. And that was the whole idea behind it. Instead of going over the mountain, which is mainstream, or even above the underground, we went under it. Because it was not helping. And I remember about 2016 when social media really started clamping down. I would post things and people wouldn't see it. And I started thinking, is this shadow banning? Absolutely. And it's the system catering to people who make ad dollars. Niche musicians don't make ad dollars. We are the scum of the earth as far as the internet is concerned. But your music is worth something. I thank you. I'm Almark, and I've been making music since about 1992. Started with a guitar. And so my electronic music is everything to me. And I'm going to take back what they took from me by releasing music elsewhere and not posting it on social media anymore. Thank you.